So we don't have the best start to our trip so far. Obviously we were meant to be flying to Mumbai from Heathrow and then getting a connecting flight to Agra, but yeah, there's been a fire at Heathrow, which is not good at all. Thankfully we stayed over last night, and then we're only like an hour and a half away from Birmingham airport, so we found a flight that is flying from Birmingham to Frankfurt and then Frankfurt to Delhi. So we're not flying to the location that we originally intended, but if we were to get a later flight to Mumbai, there was no flights from Mumbai to Agra, and it's like a 15-hour drive or something like that. So we just thought Delhi is a lot closer to Agra, and we can get a 3-hour car journey. So
Or find a train.
Yeah, or find a train or something. So it's not what we anticipated or what we expected, but like Liam said, it makes the trip, and yeah, it'll be good fun. So yeah, we're just in the car now on the way to Birmingham airport. I've never actually flown from Birmingham, and I've never flown with Lufthansa. That's who we're flying with to Frankfurt, and then out of Frankfurt we're flying with Air India. We've got a few internal flights in India, but not with Air India, with Indigo. So again, it'll be a new airline that I'm flying with. Our taxi's just dropped us off at the airport. We have our rucksacks on. Liam's got a double rucksack going on. Birmingham airport, I've never been here before, so I'm interested to see what it's like. It smells of airport plane, oh my gosh, airport plane fuel. I love it so much. Oh yeah. We're fully kitted out, the hat is out as well. I nearly left this hat in my bag, and then I was like, no, I need it, because I like to cover my face when I'm sleeping on the plane as well, because I sleep with my mouth open. But yeah, I now won't see this bag until I get to India, so bye rucksack. Okay, false alarm. Check-in doesn't open for another 45 minutes, so we're just sort of mooching around at the minute. Liam sat there with the bags. So yeah, we're just gonna chill for a bit and then head over to the check-in desk so we can begin our trip and fly over to Frankfurt. We just had a mosey on down to M&S because we're trying to stretch our legs, because I know we're going to be doing a lot of sitting. You can see like a splodge on the screen. Yeah. So yeah, I just got myself this M&S strawberry and banana smoothie. We've got about 15 minutes now until we need to check in, so we're just going to continue to mooch until we need to check in. We're finally through to duty free. That security took us probably like 45 minutes, which was so chaotic. I think it's chaotic because Birmingham Airport only has one sort of terminal, so I don't know, it just feels a lot more claustrophobic and chaotic. But yeah, just walking through duty free. Our flight takes off in like an hour and a half, and to be honest, we never buy anything from duty free anyway, so we're just gonna skim through it all and then go get some food because we're so hungry. Obviously this morning when we were in London, we were that focused on getting a new flight, we just didn't even think about food. So now we're here and there's restaurants and stuff, we're gonna go straight to get some food. So walking through whatever it's called, duty free, I don't even know what this area is called, but anyway, in the terminal, let's say, we've spotted a Wetherspoon, so we're going to head straight there because everywhere else is always so extortionate, so the Wetherspoons is always perfect because you know what you get in, it's cheap and cheerful. So I got a boneless basket, we got some onion rings and a burger. whilst we're on hold to British Airways because we're trying to see what we can do in terms of a refund or yeah, so fun. We're gonna walk to the gate now. We've eaten. I feel a bit sick though. I don't feel 100%. We've been taking a few probiotic tablets because people recommended that we take them so we don't get as ill, I suppose, or get ill. But I feel like since I've been taking them over the past 3 days, I've not been feeling 100%. So I don't know if it's that or not. But yeah, I feel a bit like oof. But yeah, hopefully it sort of wears off. I'm feeling quite tired, to be fair. So if I have a nap.
Well, you know. Could be stress.
Yeah. I've just spotted my favourite plane. Oh my gosh, it's a double decker as well. There. It's the Emirates Airbus. The double decker. It is literally my favourite. I will fly on it one day. But just not today, not this trip. We don't usually get in the queue until, well, to be fair, we'll usually sit in a seat like that and then we'll get in the queue when there's like 10 people left just because I just hate queuing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a closer look of the Emirates plane. You can see the tail, but I want to try and show you the plane because it's my favourite. Okay, I've walked right to the end of the terminal. Oh my gosh, it's here! That is my favouriteest, my most favourite aircraft ever, and one day I will get on it. And to be fair, it don't even have to be Emirates, just as long as it's a double decker. It's just such a beast. Liam's actually been on it because he went to India a few years ago and they flew on that. And there's a plane taking off here. Oh my goodness. I love airports and watching aircraft, but I am a scared flyer, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, I've never been this close to the Emirates Airbus before. I've seen it when I've been at other terminals or, you know, at airports, when I've been in my plane from a distance, but I've not been this close to it. And I'm just in awe. It's literally huge. Even after our walk, the queue has not gone down. I'm just gonna stay standing and continue to plane watch. There's also a Qatar airline there. You can see the tail. I'd love to go on one of them one day. I think they have Qatar double deckers. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. And I don't know if they have British Airways double deckers either, to be honest. But any double decker plane, I just really want to go on one because it fascinates me how they have stairs on a plane. It's madness. We're on our way to the plane now, finally. We have just landed in Frankfurt now. Thank goodness. Just having a look at the board now. I couldn't really record on the flight because Liam and I sat in there's obviously 3 seats and then there was a lad next to me at the window and I felt a bit awkward if I was like shoving the camera in his face, so I didn't really record much on the plane. But yeah, we're just looking at the board to see our connecting flight.
So guys, today we're in Frankfurt.
Wait, which way? There's a great big duty free there. I think because we've got 4 hours now until the next flight, or 3.5-ish, we can actually have a look at some of the shops just to pass some time. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm getting a bit creeped out because this airport is so quiet and it's just a bit eerie, and I've never really been in an airport like this before, and we need to get to gate B, and all of these say gate Z. So I have no idea where we're going. We'll just have to see. I think we found our way. This airport has been so confusing, but I think we're finally en route to getting to the right gate. But again, it's still so quiet and eerie, it's really weird. It's nice in a sense because it's not chaotic and loud, but then it's just weird because it's quiet. So we're now getting on some sort of like train thing. Oh gosh.
Sowie zu Terminal 2, Bereiche D und E.
We got the monorail to the terminal. I wasn't expecting that. It reminds me of when we went to Dubai, and because that airport's that big, you have to get a monorail, obviously to save your legs and help take you to the terminal. Just got through another security check, and now we're here. I like the name of that shop. Again, like I said, this airport is absolutely huge. I feel like I've been walking for so long, and from where I was walking down the stairs, it said 14-minute walk to our gate, which just puts into perspective how big this airport actually is. You know you're in an airport when you see prices like this. €7.50 for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strawberries in there for €7.50. That is diabolical. That is a joke. I mean, they look amazing, and this looks amazing as well, but $7.50 for that, you've got to be joking. No chance. Thankfully we've brought some snacks with us as well. We've brought like mini eggs, Mawam sweets, things like that, just to nitpick on. Obviously because we expected to have a direct flight with meals on. So thankfully we've got a few snacks, so we're not really having to buy many snacks in the airport. And then on this next flight we should get a meal. And my bag is now here because it was like cutting into my neck, both sides, and I was like, nah. So I put it here, and I low-key feel pregnant. Like, I feel like this is how pregnant people would be walking, because I feel like my back's arching and like this is like dragging my hips forward.
Use them as goals.
So to say Liam did football his whole life, I literally just beat him at this.
Yeah, no you didn't.
This is the face of a loser because I've just won again. Have to give the plane a touch. We're on the plane now. I'm trying not to get the passenger next to me, the person on the other side of me. But we have a blanket and a pillow, and then we have some Air India earphones as well. I'm not sure if all the films and TV are in Indian. We're going to have to figure that out, but hopefully not. Well, I mean, what?
All Bollywood.
All Bollywood films, I mean, not in India, because obviously there's English, but yeah, I hope there's something that, I don't know, we have back home. We've just got our dinner on the plane. here. It's local time 8:30, but when in Frankfurt it's 4.5 hours behind, and at home it's 5.5 hours behind, so it's actually like 3 a.m. and I feel wide awake, but I'm preparing myself for the chaos that lies ahead. An eventful 24-ish hours, I think. We're in New Delhi, which is just madness. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here because I am quite an anxious flyer. So the fact that I'm here, I'm just so blessed and grateful. I finally got my bag back, and I've had to change my top as well because I honestly stunk so bad. I literally had a shower before we set off and everything, and I don't know if it was because of the changing of temperatures in the plane or what. I've never smelled like that before, and I was like, oh my gosh. Thankfully I packed this spare t-shirt because I knew that it was going to be so sweaty here. So yeah, we finally picked up the bags, and we're going to go to an exchange place now to exchange some money, and then we also need to get a SIM as well because we have no signal. Oh my gosh, hope you didn't see any of this croissant just come out of my mouth. But yeah, I'm also smashing one of these because we got woken up like an hour before we landed and was served breakfast. Obviously I weren't hungry because it was the equivalent to me back home as like 1 a.m, so I was like, I'm not hungry, so I thought I'll save it because we've got a 3-hour journey now to Agra. So I'm glad I did because I'm so hungry and I appreciate it so much more now. We've got the money and now we're heading out. I feel a bit anxious and nervous, but let's see how this goes.
No, we are vlogging.
Hello, doggy.
Be careful.
I've been watching #tag recently and it makes me howl when he says hello doggy at things, like not even always at dogs. You'll see a cow in the street and he'll say hello doggy. We've came outside and all the taxis are about 6,000 rupees, which is £60-ish.
Hotel.
Hotel Taj Resort. And 60 rupees each. The hotel is about 3.5 hours away, so it works out at about, I don't know, like £18 per hour of the journey, which is pretty decent to be honest, because yeah, I just think in England you could do a 15-minute drive and it could be that. So it's not been as overwhelming yet as I anticipated, but I'm sure there's more overwhelmingness to come. Maybe it's because there's a lot of security guards with guns and stuff, so people are trying to be on the best behaviour. This is our car to Agra, what we're going to be in for the next 3.5 hours or so. We're in the car now. It's a bit of a squeeze. The bags wouldn't fit in the boot, so he's literally just rammed it in the front, and then this is in between us. This is,
I think this is
going to be a bit squashed.
Gas-powered car.
What does that
That's
even
what
mean?
it was. I don't know.
Is it safe?
CNG, what does that stand for?
I don't know. I'm going to be in here for the next 3.5 hours. I think we'll probably end up getting him to stop though, obviously, because I don't think I'll be able to go all that time without a drink. Not the best start to this journey, so Liam's seatbelt wouldn't work. Oh, ignore my muffin, I got that over the seats. Liam's seatbelt wouldn't work, so now we're pulled up on the side of the motorway and
Front seat?
Yeah.
he's trying to fix it, but let's see. Update, it didn't work, so Liam's now in the front. And he's going to be in the front now for the next 3.5 hours.
Modi, street rules.
Ah.
So
The traffic is quite chaotic here, and it reminds me of when we went to Saudi a few years ago, and there's just no rules on the road. It is crazy.
That's good.
Yeah.
People just
Sick.
cut each other up, no indications, just... It's honestly mental.
Left hand side.
I think this is the widest road I've ever been on.
Look at the size of that.
There's literally like one, I can't even count.
About 30 lanes.
There's about 5 that side, 3 in the middle, and like 5 there. Oh my gosh. We've just stopped off now at a random services and we're in the middle. I think we're between New Delhi and Agra now, so we've just stopped to get a drink. We've just stopped off. We've got a massive bottle of water, a massive Sprite. Liam got a Coke
Red
Zero and a Red Bull, and it came to 260 rupees, which is £2.60.
Well, about £2.50.
Well, £2.50, which is crazy because even a single can of Red Bull back home is like £2.50. And we've just got all this for that price. It's amazing, but we're getting back in the car now. We've got like another 2 hours to go, so let's go.
Kilometers round and then Hindu temples.
And who is this?
Shiva.
Shiva. And
We're in Agra now and it is chaotic, to say the least.
my days.
We've checked into the hotel and we've got changed because, like I said earlier, we were just so sweaty and gross. My hair is literally so greasy, but I can't be bothered to wash it, and there's no hairdryer in the room, and I'm not... Okay then. I'm not walking the streets with wet hair. Well, I suppose I'm walking the streets with greasy hair, but yeah, just wanted to get out, and I'm so hungry as well, so I'm going to explore the hotel now and see what it's got to offer. There is actually a rooftop bar. Here it says Taj View.
This is the swimming pool.
Oh, swimming pool. And then you come out here. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Wow. Look at that. Oh, this is a big step. So then there's some more seating up here, but no one sat out here. It's all sort of covered. So you can kind of see the Taj from here in the distance, but I think you get a better view if you're up there. So we might try and head up there to see what the view's like. So we've been instructed to come this way by a guy on the roof. How unbelievable is this? Oh my gosh. These stairs. My hair is so greasy, please ignore. Wow. Oh my gosh, there's more. There's more. Oh wow. This is so cool. I feel like I can see the whole of India. Oh my gosh. I feel a bit high right now. Wow. There's our pool, there's another hotel's pool, and there's the Taj in the background.
It's so much closer than it is on camera there.
It is. Look at that. Quick hairstyle change. Just a pony. Feels so much better now. And also when we were up on the roof, Liam reminded us that we needed to put on some mosquito spray. So we just quickly nipped back to the room and I thought, while we're there, I'm going to put my hair up because it was really annoying me. And now we officially, I think we're going to look at the hotel some more actually first and then head out onto the streets. So down here, I think is a gift shop. Yeah, it says here, Taj Gallery, handicraft souvenir. So let's go and have a look. Lots of sculptures and like dishes and other things. Look at that. Wow. It is. So what would that be? The shop was empty and there was some really nice stuff, but we're hungry, so we're gonna head out. This is the foyer. And then there's a restaurant there. We're in Agra. Oh my gosh. Feel a bit nervous, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We're in a little shop opposite our hotel and we're getting this big Fanta for 50 rupees, which is 50p I think. Again, so crazy. Hello doggy. Hello doggy.
That's funny because every time we walk past some Indian people, they smile at us, and then when I turn around and look at them, they're looking back at us laughing.
Really? They're laughing at us because we're vlogging. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Just casually some monkeys on some motorbikes, which is absolutely crazy. I've only ever seen monkeys before at like Yorkshire Wildlife Park, and then to see them in the street is just madness. We've just stopped at a shop really quick and I've grabbed a protein bar. I don't usually eat protein bars that often, to be fair, but I'm a little bit hesitant trying some of the meat. Well, to be fair, I'm not even going to eat any of the meat while I'm here. I'm just going to go vegetarian until we're at Goa, and then I'll eat fish because it's coastal and it will be fresh. And this was 105 rupees, which is £1.05. We just bought a fridge magnet for 20 rupees, which is 20p. It is so busy. I think as well because our hotel is literally, the Taj Mahal entrance is behind us. That's why this area is obviously very busy, because everybody is going to see the Taj, but we're not going to go see it today because we're going tomorrow to see it. Tell us how much that poppadom was.
10 rupees.
10 rupees for that poppadom, which is 10p. So I feel a bit awkward when we're getting haggled. I don't really want to get my camera out and start recording them. But basically, some people just came up to us trying to sell us stuff. And he was selling this set of earrings, a bracelet and a necklace. And he was like 1,000 rupees. And I was like, no, and we bartered him down. And now I've got a little matching set, which I'm happy with. We've been haggled and we are going to sit on the roof of a restaurant and get some food, aren't we?
We are.
We are sat on the rooftop. Our hotel's literally just across there, and look at our view in the distance. I'm not actually sure how you zoom in on this thing. I don't even know if you can. Let me see if I can like zoom in with my fingers. No. But yeah, sat with the Taj Mahal as the view. So we've ordered this platter at our rooftop destination, and I'm going to set up a little time lapse of us eating it. So we'll now say goodbye to this rooftop view from this restaurant. The meal that we just had and the beer and this massive 1 litre water should come to about 680 rupees, which is £6.80. Again, incredible. So it was actually 6:30, which is even better. And this place, I can't even remember what it was called, to be honest. Let's see. Hotel Taj Plaza for cheap food, cheap drinks and an incredible view of the Taj. This guy said, "Where are you from?" We said UK and he said, "Lovely jubbly." Bless him. I think he's trying to get us to get a lift, but our hotel is right there, so we literally don't need one. We ended this night with 11 hours sleep. Stay tuned for the rest of the India vlogs.